All right, welcome. We're not just here to talk about charts and indicators today. No, this is about a complete psychological rebuild. We're going to take you from someone who freaks out at the first sign of a winning trade and turn you into a stone-cold operator who executes with absolute precision. Let's get into it.
So let's put you in the hot seat right now. Imagine it. You're in a trade, real money on the line. And boom, it just explodes. The profit number is ticking up so fast you can barely even read it. What is your next move? Seriously, think about it. Because your answer to that question changes everything.
You know, for most people starting out, the answer isn't some calm, strategic action. It's a feeling. A very specific, kind of overwhelming feeling. I call it the winning trade panic. It's that bizarre moment when your biggest success suddenly feels like your absolute worst nightmare.
And that's exactly what it feels like, isn't it? The trade just takes off like a NASA rocket launch on your screen, and you just freeze. You can't move. You're a deer in the headlights, just watching this incredible thing happen with zero idea what to do next.
Look, this isn't just a little bit of anxiety, it's a full-on mental assault. That candle is just getting bigger and bigger. The P&L is climbing like crazy, and all you can think is, should I close it? Should I move my stop? Your mind is just a blur, right? Racing at 100 miles an hour with no clear direction.
So let's break this down. This is what I call amateur paralysis. And this panic, it's more than just a bad feeling. It is a psychological trap. It's a state where any decision you make feels wrong, because here's the secret. Without a plan beforehand, it is wrong.
This right here, this is the mental prison you get stuck in. If you close the trade and it keeps ripping higher, you're kicking yourself. If you hold on and it reverses, you're an idiot. If you just sit there and do nothing, you regret that too. You see, no matter what you do, you lose. It's a battle you just cannot win.
And that's the absolute truth of it. In that moment of pure panic, with no plan, with no model, every single thing you could possibly do is going to be the wrong move. You're just running on pure emotion. And in this game, emotion is the fastest way to lose your money.
But listen, it doesn't have to be like this. Not at all. Let's flip the coin over and look at the other side. Let's talk about the professional's calm. This is where we leave all that chaos and noise behind, and we step into the world of deliberate, calculated action. This is the goal.
This is the one fundamental difference that changes the entire game. Amateurs get ambushed by the market. They're constantly surprised. We are never surprised. We don't react to what happens. We anticipate. We know what we're looking for. We know when it's supposed to show up, and we are ready when it does. We train you to think like a war-hardened soldier. We know exactly what we're walking into. We know the terrain because we've already mapped it out, every inch of it. We don't just stumble into good trades. We stalk our prey. We wait patiently for our setup, and when it appears, we execute. It's that simple.
And yeah, I know. To someone on the outside, this level of certainty, it can sound like pure arrogance. And you know what? Fine. If you want to call it arrogance, I'll own that. But it's not. It's confidence. The kind of confidence that's been earned by getting your hands dirty and knowing your craft inside and out.
So how do you get there? How do you make that switch? Well, it's not magic. It's a process. It's a series of very deliberate steps that are designed to completely reprogram your entire approach to the market.
First, you have to desensitize yourself. Get used to watching your account balance go up and down without having a heart attack. Second, you outline your entire model before you even think about clicking buy. You know your targets, you know where you're taking profits. Third, you treat this like a business, not the casino. You show up every day. And fourth, you prepare for what this is, financial warfare. It demands your total respect.
And let's be perfectly clear about the difference here. The gambler, they think this is a lottery ticket. They're hoping for blind luck, and they get those flashy, one-off Instagram results that disappear tomorrow. The professional, they know it's a business. They have a plan, and they achieve the one thing that actually matters, consistency.
You follow this path, you put in the work, and you will arrive at the final stage, the end game. This is about becoming the apex trader. This is where you evolve into something else entirely.
So what is an apex trader? A mutant. A trader who sees the market with insane precision. Someone with discipline that is just unbreakable. Someone who is literally incapable of being surprised by what the market does. You know, it's like having a superpower, because frankly, it is.
I'm telling you, when you finally get to this point, When you know what you're looking for so well that you can anticipate the market's next move, the feeling of power and confidence that gives you is, well, it's almost impossible to put into words. It completely changes who you are.
And that's what we do here. This is the Monster Lab. You come in, you do the work, you spend enough time in the fire, and you come out the other side a savage. You come out with claws and fangs, ready for anything.
So I'm going to leave you with this one question. The market is a battlefield, plain and simple. And every single day, you have to make a choice. Are you going to be the deer in the headlights, frozen, panicking, waiting to get run over? Or are you going to forge yourself into the predator? The choice is yours.